Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining A Feast for Odin. So, it's been a year since I did my original review for A Feast for Odin. What do I think of it? Do I still like it? Have I even played it? Well, I'm glad to say the answer is yes, I have played this. I have played this 5 times since I last spoke about this game. I really like this game. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful game. I do have the expansion, which is the Norwegians, and I find that has actually, I want to say fixed up some stuff, but I'm not 100% sure what it's fixed up, because what it does is it changes the board that you're playing stuff onto, and I can't actually now remember the original board, because I only play with the Norwegians now. It just feels more right, I guess. There's a couple of things in the expansion that you kind of just have to deal with, so moving some things around and putting them on different boards and things like that, and that's fine. The expansion has some other islands that you can explore and a few other things, and look, I think they're really nice. I think they work really well. What I found with this game is that something that I heard people speaking about really early on when I first got it, saying once you know how to play the game, you'll do all of this stuff. Until you kind of get into a habit of doing all the stuff, you find that you're battling just to fill up your own board. And that's fairly true. I found that I play this game and I know how to play this game. I know what I'm looking for. I don't necessarily know the specific thing that opens up all of this other stuff that can happen, but I know that I can do all this other stuff. To the point where now I'm getting to having that board full, plus this board full, plus an island full, plus this other board over here full, and I've got extra bits. I don't know how that's happened. I don't know what I'm doing. I think there's so many different ways that you can do it. I'm not convinced that I'm actually doing the same thing every time either. So it's a really wonderful little finicky game that once you understand it, once you know what you're doing, it actually opens up a lot of stuff that you can do. And unfortunately, until you know what you're doing, it's really hard to just do the basics to get like 0. There's a real push and pull on that, and if you're playing with people who haven't played before and you're someone who can play and knows how to play, just it might be worthwhile saying to people, look, expect to lose. This is how to play. Expect to lose your first game. Expect you to lose your first 3 games. Until you really know what you're doing, you need to play it a few times. And I fear that's actually a problem with this game and with a few other games that are similar to that. Food Chain Magnate I played the other day. That's a really similar thing in terms of, once you know what you're doing, yeah, it's really easy to do really well with it. Until you know what you're doing, you're just fighting this battle. So if you're playing with people who have played the game before, expect them to win. If you're playing with people who haven't played before, then you're all on this even playing field. But then it's about getting people back to the table to play again and again and again. And as soon as you have a game like that, I fear in the current context and the current climate of gaming that it's really hard to get those people back to the table to play a game. Their response is, oh, I've played that, let's play this new game. It's a little bit painful, but I think this is a worthwhile one to bring back to the table. Whenever anyone asks me to play it, I will be saying yes. Once again, this is one of those games that plays up to 4 players. I've only ever played it as a 2-player experience. I'd be interested to see how it plays with the 3 or 4 players. And as soon as because it is a longer game, I tend to not get people around, but as soon as I'm able to do that, I will actually experience it as a 4-player experience to see what happens with it, see how different it is and how differently it plays. If you haven't played Feast for Odin before, please go back and watch my Gamesplaying Gamesplanations to get a feel for it and get a feel for how the game plays and if you would like it or if you dislike it. Please comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplained, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games that I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.